We're going on with the hole in the deck. Oh boy, this one's a bit longer, but should be fine. Euclid, due to the impossibility of transport, SCP-1734 is contained on site at Outpost 1734, which is located on the island in the Caribbean Sea, approximately 450 kilometers east of. The island is not in the vicinity of any practical sailing route, and as such, any civilians that come within 500 meters of the coast are considered to be suspect. Such civilians are to be detained, interrogated, and escorted from the outpost to the nearest appropriate port and administered Class A amnestics. Personnel are permitted to board or enter the vessel for research purposes only, and only with the approval of a Level 3 or higher researcher. Following Incident 1E, no personnel are permitted to interact with the appendage protruding from -1. Explorations within -1 are currently suspended. Description: SCP-1734 is a grounded 18th century full-rigged British frigate with considerable damage to the structure, but relatively little evidence of deterioration. And here we have an aerial view of the outpost. Okay. Artifacts recovered from the ship, however, demonstrate decay and contain materials which suggest that it has been grounded for almost 300 years. Direct contact with the structure of the vessel appears to be impossible. Matter cannot come closer than 1 centimeter of the walls, floor, ceiling, and supports. Due to this, it is impossible to move or alter any portion of the ship. It does not sway from high pressure, and the sails are motionless even in high winds. But items unattached to the structure are unaffected by the phenomenon and exhibit no anomalous properties. The nature of this anomaly is poorly understood, but the entire vessel appears to be isolated from all surrounding matter. This phenomenon does not appear to be hazardous to the material it repels. -1 is a spatial anomaly located around a breach in the deck of the ship. This breach is roughly 1 meter in diameter and irregularly shaped. When viewed from the deck, this hole appears to lead to the interior of the ship, which is flooded. This is in contradiction of several explorations within the vessel, all of which have concluded that while the ship is heavily damaged, the immediate chambers beneath the deck are dry. The breach is visible from within the ship, but leads to an indeterminate amount of unlit space. Attempts to observe or illuminate the area within have been unsuccessful. While the exterior side of the anomaly is accessible, the interior side is rendered impassable by the same phenomenon that prevents contact with the ship. Extending from the exterior side of the anomaly is a tentacle consistent with a specimen of Architeuthis ducks, but of abnormal size. The observable length of the appendage is 7 meters and the width is 35 centimeters. The entity constantly makes slight movements, but is docile unless attacked. If this occurs, it will flail rapidly and wildly until it grasps an organism. It is unclear how the entity detects its victims, but the tentacles will not seize inanimate objects. The entity will then drag the victim through the anomaly and into the water, wherein death occurs in 5 to 10 minutes. If death does not occur by drowning, it will result from dead expunged. See document E5. The tentacle will re-emerge after 20 to 30 minutes, and any damage done to the tentacle, including complete destruction, will regenerate in no more than 180 minutes. Reminds me of like basically all the Kraken stories with the boats, right? So the boat is like it's like when the Kraken attacks, so there's a hole and all that stuff, and it's stranded or destroyed, or and there's now just a crack, and the Kraken will just hold onto the boat underneath it. Document E5, Anomaly Exploration Log. D7569 is a 37-year-old Caucasian male with a height of 180 centimeters and a weight of 77 kilograms. Subject has a history of gross domestic violence and multiple convictions of dead expunged. Subject has been outfitted with a nude suit, atmospheric diving suit, equipped with a 100 WHID lamp and an audio headset and a high-definition recording unit with direct upload to Outpost 1734. The suit is connected via air hose to equipment being operated by Agent and Doctor on the deck of the SCP-1734. D-7569 descends through the breach into the flooded chamber within and becomes partially submerged. The water in the room appears to be 1 meter deep. Please crouch down and examine the source of the tentacle. D-7569 complies. It's coming out of a massive, like a 2-yard wide hole in the floor. I can't see down into it at all. How far does it extend down the hole? Shit, I don't know. Another 10 yards from the surface of the water, at least. Noted. Please continue down through the opening. You can't be fucking serious. It won't attack you unless you make a significant effort to harm it. Please continue down the hole. I don't give a shit. I'm not going down there. 7569. Please think back to our previous conversation. Go ahead and cut my hair. Cut my hair then. I'm not going down there. They're expunged. 7569 descends approximately 10 meters down through the opening. Fuck this shit. Can you see the terminus of the tentacle? The what? The end of the tentacle. Can you see it? No, there's still another 10 yards below me and I can barely see a thing. Can you see anything at all? No, it's completely dark. I thought this was inside a ship. Why can't I see anything? It must be extension of the anomaly. Please continue. Please. What a irrelevant dialogue redacted. D-7569 continues his descent. Subject is roughly 50 meters below the opening at this point. This thing goes on for fucking ever. Wait, what? What the fuck? What is it, 7569? What do you see? There's people down here. At least 20 of them. It's just a mass of bodies. It's a bunch of fucking dead people. Video feed confirms D-7569 claim the tentacle appears to be protruding from a mass of human remains approximately 20 meters below D-7569's current position. D-7569 continues to descend. Stop this thing. Pull me back up. Fucking pull me back up. We need a better look at this. D-7569 begins to struggle and yell. Video feed becomes too frantic and distorted to differentiate images. Get me the fuck out of here. 7569. D-7569 seems to start screaming approximately 10 meters above the mass. What is it? What's going on? Subject continues screaming. Video feed is fixated on the mass below, which is writhing and undulating. Additional tentacles begin to emerge. Pull me the fuck up! D-7569 continues to scream as the feed becomes distorted again. This continues for another 3 minutes. Scattered images are partially discernible, which indicate that D-7569 is entrapped by the entity tentacles. The human remains appear to be animate and began to get expunged. Fragments of D-7569's suit adrift are briefly visible before both audio and video feed cut out entirely. When the air hose is recalled, roughly 3 meters off the cable and D-7569 are missing. What a surprise. You didn't pull him fast enough. Addendum 1. Recovered Artifact 27. This is an excerpt from a journal in the possession of the ship's captain. The journal was recovered from the captain's quarter during the second exploration of the ship and is extremely worn. Information from the remainder of the text confirms that the vessel was carrying a British privateer crew. We lost half our men. I don't know how we made it out of there at all, but I don't even have the strength to question it. We have a patch of doldrum an hour after escaping, and we could still see that place behind us. I thought all of us were going to lose our minds while we drifted there. When we landed on this island, the crew prostrated themselves on the beach. I don't think I've ever been more grateful to see an uninhabited and uneventful spot of Earth. We're going to recompose ourselves, check for some food in the trees and bushes, then leave before evening. The idea of staying on an island in these waters after nightfall is completely unthinkable. Entry 2. I've never been possessed of such fury and fear in all my years. Jones brought something from that place with him. An egg he began to spout that it would be worth a fortune, and would be a fool to lose all those men with nothing to gain from it. I shot him dead without a word, and cast a foul thing into the sea. I'd sooner face all the armies of Bonaparte than have one of those things on my ship. It started to get dark. We need to set sail. Day, entry 3. It hatched. Everyone is gone. I'm the only one left. I can hear it talking to me. Tell me what will happen. It knows that I threw it into the sea, and now that's in tormenting me. They pull their prey into the home. I do not know what they call it, and do not want to. I can see the home through the hole it ripped into the deck. In their time stands still, and they can feed for as long as they want. Nothing will move. The stillness of the home has leaked out. Nothing moves at all. The water's so quiet. The entry ends here. All remaining pages in the journal are blank. Addendum 2. Research should note there's another island about 100 kilometers southeast of this one. Between the two is a stretch of doldrums. The island is a little smaller than this one and has the same flora. After recovering and analyzing the artifact on SCP-1734, we decided to search the place. 5 exhaustive examinations later, we hadn't found any evidence of anomalous activity there whatsoever. I decided to record the last search just to be thorough. After reviewing the footage, something bothers me slightly. The sound of the ocean is rather prominent in the recordings, but I barely remember hearing it at all while I was there. Dr. Adler. Final exploration log. Oh, not long, thank God. Document E9, final exploration log. A modified submersible drone was developed for the purpose of this exploration. The drone is equipped with a 140 watt watt HID lamp and a high definition video audio recording unit with direct upload to Outpost 1734. The drone's external surfaces have been reinforced with 5 cm thick steel plating. Dr. was assigned to direct the drone remotely. The drone is lowered into Dash 1 by Agent and becomes submerged in the water, flooding the first chamber. It then proceeds to enter the secondary breach in the floor of said chamber, descending parallel to the tentacle. There is approximately 70 centimeters between the drone entity. The drone proceeds to descend through the second area of Dash 1. The camera feed displays complete darkness despite the effects of the HID lamp. Only the tentacle is visible, which continues for at least 10 meters below the drone at this point. Current depth is approximately 20 meters from the second breach. At the depth of 50 meters, the mass observed during exploration E5 is visible through distinct alterations on noted. Approximately 20 spherical white masses are visible interspersed among the human remains. The diameter of these objects is roughly 10 centimeters. As the drone nears the mass, its reaction documented during E5 does not occur, and the entity remains unresponsive to the device approach. An attempt is made to explore the surrounding area. However, it quickly becomes apparent that the mass is not as small as previously thought and continues for an indeterminate extent in all directions along a horizontal plane. No fewer than 140 to 150 bodies are visible. The drone attempts to inspect the nearest sphere coming within 20 centimeters of the object. Fissures are visible in the object's surface. A sampling attempt is made upon contact. All visible spheres immediately retreat into the mass, which begins to undulate. The bodies then begin to draw away from the tentacle, forming an opening in the mass. 4 additional tentacles emerge. In addition, they look expunged. During the 3 minutes and 48 seconds prior to system failure, the event recorded by the drone's camera appeared to occur in slow motion. Though the device demonstrated no malfunctions, a high-pitched sound lasting... Welcome back, Howard, welcome back. High-pitched sound lasting approximately 15 seconds was recorded before the transmission was lost. Analysis of the recording has determined that the sound is a voice of indeterminate origin. The vocalization occurred at a significantly accelerated rate and was only comprehensible after the recording was played at 1/5 its original speed. It's interesting that you make so little use of the it is interesting that you make so little use of the finite lifespans you are given. We would have thought that might instill some sense of urgency in you, though it does not matter since every lifetime is just detectable. We taste everything that would have done in their lifetime have we not taken it from them. Every success, every failure, mostly failures. The given name of the original captain of SCP-1734. He would have returned home only to have his daughter grow ill and die 3 years later. The given name of... Oh, okay, that's it. The given name of the... would have been burned alive to stop Redacted. Don't worry, the breach won't happen for Redacted. An incident regarding SCP occurred on 2000, resulting in a partial containment breach. What about you? The given name of Doctor. Do you want to experience the failures of your future? We will gladly take them off your hands for you. Even if we cannot see the future, of a life not consumed, but we doubt it will be much different from the rest. Perhaps you will come across one of our children, or they'll expunged, and given your time to us anyway. The silence of our future empties is as vast and beautiful as the ocean. The drone was not recovered in the aftermath of the incident. Doctor was rotated off for a 4-week psychological evaluation, has since returned to active duty. No further exploration within -1 has been permitted. Go back one and go. Here we go. Let me read what you guys said in the chat after I put the hole in the deck into the list. So what do we have here? So we have you coming back saying, "Jesus Christ, man, are you still here?" And then then Vin1 saying, "Me? Trash I am." You know you had 1734, so I knew you reading. You've read Long Ship before, but Jesus, this is kind of terrifying. How did I type yeah as trash? Okay, so that before was me. Yeah, I am. Yeah, no, I read it. Like I told you, I read Long Shit before. This is definitely the longest. This is definitely the longest stream reading I have, but it's not the longest SCP thing I read. So yeah, we're good.